Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another deck spotlight video. My name is Boltor and I will be your guide to spellweaving. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome, bienvenidos. Other words that mean welcome in languages I don't speak. Today begins the first video of the true open beta, the open beta where everyone's allowed in, not just contributors, and I'm going to be spotlighting a budget deck, and I'm going to be spotlighting a number of budget decks in the upcoming future, at least for the next couple weeks, because we have people who are coming into the game brand new who don't even have the closed beta packs to fall back on. So because of that, we're going to be taking a look at this Corruption Order soldier deck that comes to us from The.Vortex from the Spellweaver forums. I've been collecting budget deck lists for quite a little while now, and I'm going to be spotlighting all the ones that work the best and all the ones that I personally like the best. And this is probably the best one that I've seen out so far. I've had some pretty good success with it. It's got it's all centered around soldiers. So you've got the Steelhull Spearman, who's a soldier, the Heavy Infantry, who's a soldier, the Elite Vanguard, who's a soldier, and you've even got Zombie Legionnaire, who's a zombie soldier, and it still counts. And you've got cards that synergize with the zombies like Undead Necromancer and the Infected Survivor. And to keep your guys going, or to keep your momentum going, you've got Flesh Sculptor and Restless Tombs. And this is all centered around the guy, Master Tactician. He's a 3/3, and he buffs up all your other soldiers. Primary win condition, overrun your opponent, swing for play aggressively, and attack with War Fanfares, which helps buff your creatures so you can swing for game earlier. So I've had some success with this deck in friendly games off camera, so why don't we dive right on in and see if we can't get ourselves a game against someone else. To those of you who don't know, who don't either follow me on the forums or are new to my channel, I will be making a continuing my Spellweaver 101 series with a couple short introduction videos. They'll cover things like blocking, turn order, card anatomy, speed. What does speed mean? Because speed tends to be the one mechanic that people are newest to when it comes to playing Spellweaver. They're all going to be short videos. There's going to be, I think, roughly 5 of them. There might be a few more, a few less. And I'm working on those alongside my regular videos, which are up on Tuesday and Friday. And so they'll come up as soon as they're ready, and I want to make all 5 of them. 5 is my initial attempt at a number. Like I said, I might have more, I might have less. Once they're done, they'll go up all at once, and I'm hoping they'll be a huge help for people who are new to this game. So, Uruzi. This is actually a really good opener. We're going to go ahead and keep this. I mean, 3 shrines is one too many, but personally, I'm fine with it. So, turn 1, we're just going to go Zombie Legionnaire. Turn 2, go another Zombie Legionnaire. And then turn 3, we're going to go Elite Vanguard. And then turn 4, got the Undead Necromancer. Seems like a pretty good curve to me. Hey, maybe we even draw another Zombie Legionnaire so we can go, next turn we can go Zombie. You know what I mean? Another thing I forgot to mention is this hero's hero power is Summon a Militia, which is a 1/1 speed 1 soldier. So again, soldier synergy, you know? Alright, so we're going to play this for the level. We don't need Order Shrines until we get, until next turn when we can play the Elite Vanguard. So we're going to play ourselves another zombie, and we're going to attack. And punch him in the face for 2. This is speed 2. These guys are speed 1, so they can't block the charged R8 anyway, so there's no point in holding any of them back. Next turn, we'll get to play the 3/3 soldier speed 2, the Elite Vanguard. Ooh, and he doesn't attack. Ooh. Originally I was going to play this, but because we drew the Restless Tombs, our opponent resigns. Okay, well, the intimidation is real. Alright, let's just dive right back in. I think he must have had like a really slow hand, you know. So maybe he just thought, well, that guy's got 2 2/2s in play, and it's just gonna snowball from there, which it was. I mean, the Restless Tombs and the Elite Vanguard and the Undead Necromancer in my hand. We were going pretty aggressive in that game, but I assume our opponent had a really slow start or just was frustrated. It happens. Maybe he was on tilt. And for those of you who don't know, oh, never mind. Alright. Maguti. That might be Italian, I don't know. All right, this is actually a very good opener, especially since we can go Spearman, Heavy Infantry, possibly Elite Vanguard. So again, we're going to keep this hand. The deck plays 2 Soldier's Memorial, which is an ability land that lets you buff your creatures while recycling soldiers from your graveyard back into your deck. So hopefully we get another Order Shrine so that we can play, well, nah, it's fine. It's more important that we get out the Spearmen and then the Heavy Infantry and have ourselves that nice curve more than having the ability. Plus, we play another copy of Soldier's Memorial in our deck, so it's not that big a deal that we get rid of one of them. So we're going to draw a card. Woo, there's our Master Tactician. So we're going to play the Heavy Infantry. We're going to attack for 1. Now this card is really good anti like Rage Rush because it's got ranged while defending, which means it attacks. It deals damage before non-ranged creatures, which means it can block goblins for days and not die. So next turn, we're going to play this for the Order or the Corruption Shrine or the Corruption level. We're going to play the Elite Vanguard and hopefully swing for 3. But we'll see what our opponent has here, because what we want to do is we want to go level, play the Elite Vanguard, and then the following turn play the Master Tactician, so that we have ourselves a nice curve. Curves are important in card games like this. So he's got the Gross Experiment, and he does not draw and he does not get an implant for it. Okay, so we're going to play this for level, get the Elite Vanguard out. We'll attack for 3. He could block our Heavy Infantry, but it would just kill his Gross Experiment, which means he'll probably not block it. Yep. So we're swinging in for 3. Next turn, we're gonna send away the Zombie Legionnaire just because we have so many other good cards to play. And we're gonna get the Corruption Shrine. Good. So we have a means of playing our Master Tactician the following turn, which is gonna buff up every one of our creatures +1/+1, 1 attack and 1 health. Now he got the implant on his Gross Experiment, which makes it a 4/5, which kind of sucks, but ooh, he moves that to the support row? That's interesting. I hope he doesn't undo that, because that's really good for us. If if that stays in the support row, that's really good for us, because I mean he can't block with it or attack with it. Nope. I kind of anticipated that, just because that was a pretty bad move to be in general. He doesn't. Is he going to attack? No, does he attack? Okay, he's attacking. Nothing we can do about that. Maybe last turn I should have played the War Fanfares to kill off his Gross Experiment. Would have been able to swing in for the same amount of damage. Yeah, I think that would have been the smarter play, but we could play the Undead Necromancer. It gives us an answer to his Gross Experiment. Playing the Master Tactician makes this 2, so we'll swing in for 5. He can't block here. This will go down to a 3/4 next turn. This same line. Let's play the Undead Necromancer, and we will attack for 3. Now the Undead Necromancer has Deadly, which means as long as it can deal any damage to either one of his creatures, that creature dies. So this can be kind of hard for him to deal with if he doesn't have Assassinate. So we're declaring our attacks. Our opponent has the ability to block our 2/3, but neither creature will die. Next turn, we'll probably save the War Fanfares, and we'll probably save the War Fanfares for blocking or trading up. But hopefully he doesn't get another... Okay, good. I was hoping he didn't get another implant for his Gross Experiment. Ghost Experiment's one of those cards that can get out of hand real quickly. This deck does play Noxious Fumes, which is an excellent counter for the Ghost Experiment, but unfortunately we didn't draw any of them. The deck doesn't play Pacify, but I would definitely put Pacify in this deck, just because it's a common and it's probably the best removal in the game right now. The ability to basically send anything that's attacking back into your opponent's deck so they don't even go back to their hand, so they can't replay it, they have to redraw it. The ability to do that with just 2 mana, I think is too good not to play. And again, it's a common, so, and I believe you get a number of them in the Order starter deck. So, is he going to do that? He's going to sacrifice his Gross Experiment. I mean, we played this specifically for his Gross Experiment to to kill off his Gross Experiment. So if this is his final, yep, that's his final attack. So we take 2, his Gross Experiment dies, and there's our Flesh Sculptor. The Flesh Sculptor is really good because whenever a creature that isn't a token or summoned from some ability dies, we get a zombie token in play. Speaking of zombie tokens, I think this might just be the ideal time. Well, you know what? Let's play this for Let me think here for a second. If I play this, I can play the Restless Tombs, but I'm not doing anything else. If I play this for level, I can play the Flesh Sculptor and potentially, and then like the Rally of the Peasants or whatever I happen to draw. Let's get the Restless Tombs. Actually, you know what? I got an idea. Let's attack his Power Seeker and attack his face before we do anything else, because we've got the War Fanfares. Okay, so what we're gonna do? Oh, I thought this was an instant. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I'm an idiot. And that's probably gonna yeah, just I'm an idiot, guys. I'm sorry. I thought I was thinking Touch of Light, which can only be activated during combat. I was thinking War Fanfare was an instant. This is a card that doesn't see a whole lot of play, and I haven't really played it since the tutorial, so I'm not very familiar with War Fanfares as a card. So what we really need to do is to draw into some of our removal spells. Those would be extremely useful right now. But we'll see what Mogudi has for us. We'll see what he has to play here. Well, unfortunately, I couldn't have played this during my opponent's turn anyway, so it doesn't necessarily matter that I didn't save my Spearman to block. But this is going to suck. We're going to pretty much be out of steam here, and he's got, more than board control. Ooh! I'm going to send back the War Fanfares and get a Shrine. That's not bad. Okay, so we're gonna get the Order Shrine to draw a card. So we're gonna draw. There's the Touch of Light I was talking about. Allied creature gets +1/+1 and life-bound. Play only during combat, which actually works perfectly because we're gonna play Instill Life. We're gonna get back the Elite Vanguard, and we're gonna get back the Heavy Infantry. That brings them right back to play, right from the graveyard, and now I can play Touch of Light during his turn, and potentially, if he chooses to attack my Elite Vanguard with Thunderstorm Titan, then all of a sudden this becomes 4/4 life-bound, and they trade, you know what I mean? Just like that. That's exactly what I was talking about. But we'll see what he's got in store. If this is the only attack he's making. Okay, so he attacks there. Or not. This guy seems relatively unsure of what it is he wants to do. He's going to assassinate our heavy infantry. That's fine, I guess. So we're going to make him a 4/4. We're going to lose a creature either way. So I'd rather hold on to the Zombie Legionnaire. Or the, well, I guess I should have done this. Although I'm happier to get rid of the 4/4 and gain 4 life in the process. So, I mean, we'll take 1, but we'll net 3 in the process. So, this is going to be a little bit difficult for us to deal with. And there's his 4. He gets another 4/4 anyway. So, we might just be all right. So I can do. Let's do Flesh Sculptor. No. Ugh. There's just no good, there's just no real good line of play. So we're gonna Noxious Fumes that. We're going to, and you know what? Let's not commit anything more than what we really have to. We'll play the Flesh Sculptor, but we're gonna put her in the support row because we don't want her to die, and he's got an easy answer for my Flesh Sculptor. He just walks his Silverblade Warrior into her. I mean, we still got the life lead, but we're down on cards. Our opponent has 6 cards. Our opponent has much better creatures, or much bigger creatures in play than us. So we are in a bit of a bad position, but I guess the game's not really over yet. We do have that life lead because of our Touch of Light, which is another card I never really got a chance to play a whole lot of, but I think in the right deck it can really help swing combat in your favor. So we'll see what our opponent has for us here. Unfortunately, we're not going to get Flesh Sculptor's ability off of either of these guys because they are summoned, and by summon that means summoned creatures are not real cards. They disappear when they leave the field. Unfortunately, this game, I don't see us winning all that easily, but I mean, I guess in theory we could come back. So he's going to swing in for 8 that there's literally nothing we can do about. So we're going to go to 9. And we'll see what... Alright, so we're going to draw a card, see what we get. There's the Zombie Legionnaire. Alright, so... I mean, you can see just how much damage I've put on the board here with Master Tactician. Normally we'd be attacking with a lot of damage right now, so we might as well attack, right? He can block with these 2 guys, but he won't because he knows he's got lethal. I have 1 creature I can block with. Well, this deck is probably one of the best budget decks I've still played. It's just kind of our opponent got a much got momentum rolling much faster than we did, because of that turn 1 or that early game. What was it, a 4/5? Yeah. And speed 3 creatures are a bit of an issue for us just because of we're not playing anything with, we're only playing 1 creature and it's a 1/1 with speed 3. So I mean, let's see, is there literally any way we don't die? 5, 7, 8, no. Because the implant gives his creature unstoppable, blocking the 3 will still mean we're gonna take 2, 3, 7, yeah. So might as well take one of them with us, right? So well, there you go, guys. You win some, you lose some. We won 1, we lost 1. Not the best showing for the deck, but sometimes the deck worked a lot better for me off camera, it seems. and sometimes that happens for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, please share. I'm trying to get the word of my channel out more, especially since we've hit open beta and more people are going to be playing Spellweaver, especially with people getting kind of pissed off at Blizzard with Hearthstone. We could potentially see a lot more people switching over to Spellweaver or to other card games. So anything you guys can do to help promote my channel, help share it, help get the game itself that much more popular, I'm super grateful for. I'm super grateful for the subscribers I have now. I never thought my channel would get this popular, and it continues to grow day by day. I'm always surprised by how many subscribers I have every day when I log in. I will be making a Facebook page for my channel and a couple of other social media things, which I will either make a video of or make mention of and comment in the description below. I'll put the deck list in the description below, or at least a link to the deck list in the description below. And as always, guys, may the cards rise to meet you and bring good RNG to your enemies' enemies.